Hey, what's up guys, Stock Catcher here. In this video I'm going to be talking about some more potential stocks that you guys should be watching. Today in terms of the market, it was definitely more bearish. There was a lot more selling going on, right? Not just talking about SPY, the S&P we're talking about, in terms of small caps as well as swing trading as well. Today there was definitely a huge downwards pressure and there was a lot of fading going on. So if you're new to the channel, I highly recommend subscribe. My name is Stock Catcher and I share trade ideas every day just trying to help people. Right, so today, like I mentioned, right, there's a lot of selling going on in terms of small caps. A lot of swing trade setups were just bleeding all day. A lot of momentum day trades were just getting knifed. And if you've been a long time follower of me, you remember the past videos I made. Remember I talked about how it's not always going to be bullish, it's not always going to be bearish. And it's true, you can't expect every single day to be good for the bulls, and then the same thing with the bears. You can't expect every day to be easy. Remember the times when last week, actually, this was just last week. Remember every single day there was a 300%, 500%, 1000% CMBM. So this week is gonna be, not this week, it's gonna be like, it's like taking turns, right? So you could expect once the bulls eat crazy, the bears are gonna eat crazy, right? So it's like a pendulum, ebb and flow. And I'm almost 100% sure it's gonna go back to the bulls eating as well, right? Because it's like back and forth. So so today I'm going to be sharing some more potential stocks. Even though it was very choppy and more slower, right, we still managed to find some nice plays today. The team, we traded several stocks today that ended up making some pretty nice moves, and tomorrow's going to be like that as well. I'm going to be finding a lot more trade ideas. So the first stock today that you should be watching would be Hertz. So Hertz, this one I mentioned it right near the open time. This was around, I think, 9:35, and then I said that this play was kind of grinding higher. So what that means essentially is that when a stock, they start to slowly roll upwards, right? It's like a kind of slow motion. And this stock Hertz actually has news as well recently. So in my opinion, the bullish potential thesis would be pretty much just a summary, would be possible new retail channels as well as fleet optimization and potential margin recovery as well, and cash generation. So we're talking about Hertz stock. If you look at the technical chart, right now it's forming a kind of consolidation pattern after it made that big move up from 493 to 715. You could expect some type of consolidation, right? Because that's a big move for a stock with this type of structure. And considering the volume on this stock, 129 million, that's a lot of volume. So we want to pay attention to the stock if it holds over that 650 level. Pay attention to this one. Next one will be DTCK, Davis Commodity. So this one, I actually mentioned it yesterday at 2:30. You could check the live stream. I talked about this. I was saying that the stock had a really nice technical 1 hour chart. And then today it went all the way up to 544. So this was a really big move up. And this was the play that a lot of people seem to do good on today, right? DTCK. And this is pretty much like a small cap. Summary is like a small cap commodity metal producer. And when you're talking about DTCK, there's potential catalyst for the stock as well, right? In my opinion, where this stock could have positive operational production report, or it could also have stronger commodity prices, right, relevant to the DTCK's product. So when you're talking about this stock, the level I want to watch would be that $5 level, that technical $5 level for a move. So next stock we gotta watch would be UAMY. This is called United States Antimony. And when you're talking about this stock, this is in that critical metal type of thing, right? Critical metal producing. And when you're talking about where there's potential supply shortages, right? When you're talking about rising critical mineral demand. Remember I talked about the whole sector. Remember a few weeks ago I said CRML, I talked about LAC, I talked about XPON, LitM, AQMS, all these plays, I don't think that they're going to be completely done. I'm just being 100% honest. You have to pay attention to the sector, in my opinion, as they're getting really low levels right now. So UAMY, this one has potential catalysts as well when you're talking about the metal prices, right? On top of the potential new offtake agreements, as well as, in my opinion, discovery of higher grade ore, right? So UAMY, look at this daily chart on this stock. It made a really big pullback. This stock used to be trading at $20, 2063. Right now it's at 683. So keep an eye on this stock, guys. Next stock would be ABVE. So ABVE, this is a stock that I talked about in the past, right? This has a potential catalyst as well when they're talking about potential major distribution, retailer deals, as well as potential improving their gross margin, right? So ABVE, this is in the right sector, in my opinion, when you're talking about this type of food consumer play, right? These plays have been getting a lot of attention this year, as well as ABVE, same situation as the other stocks today. It made a pretty kind of like pulling back type of action if you look at the extended time frame, and it's right at the support level. You could check yourself. ABVE right now is at support, so it's going to be an interesting one to watch. The next one would be WWR. So Westwater Resources, this is a critical, it's like a similar type of mineral play, right? When you're talking about graphite or potentially uranium. So this company basically benefits from EV battery supply chain, or when the uranium and graphite price improves, right? So WWR, this is the same situation as the stocks I mentioned earlier, where you made a really big move up during that hot trend, and then it made a really big pullback. So it's getting into that very interesting level. Same with CRML, AQMS, WWR, you gotta watch this one. So next one, going off of that, would be ABAT. This is American Battery Technology. So ABAT, this one, same situation. It has potential catalysts, in my opinion, government subsidy potential, or even if you're looking at the potential full-scale recycling plan, right, in terms of commissioning. So when you're talking about ABAT, this is the same situation as the run ahead in the past. Remember, I talked about this in the beginning when it was around the same price. You could check. ABAT, this one made a really big move up from $3 to $12. Right now it's at $3.80 again, $3.87 right now as I'm making the video. So I'm just mentioning to you guys some potential plays, right? Next stock is Turn Pharmaceutical. So Turn Pharma, this one actually had news yesterday, and it made a really nice move up. I mentioned it right in the open time, right? I talked about Turn. I was saying that it had really nice volume. And if you look at the potential for the stock, I mean, this is a bio stock with multiple near-term clinical readouts, right? We're talking about basically oral GLP-1 or weight loss, right? So when you're talking about a Turn stock, this has potential, again, future potential catalyst. And the reason I keep mentioning catalyst in my videos is because when you're swing trading, or when you're thinking about more longer type of trades, where you're not like scalping, right? You're not scalping. You need some type of catalyst or reason to hold the stock, in my opinion, right? Because a lot of times people buy stock to swing, and then there's really no reason. It's just like random, right? It's just like pretty much gambling. Like sometimes some trades are like that. But if you have a catalyst, or if you have a reason, like a fundamental, or if you have a plan, like a technical multi-level, that would be much more conviction, in my opinion, right? So that's my tip for you guys. If you're still watching the video and you plan on swing trading, or you want to hold stocks longer for days, I highly recommend to have a catalyst potential, right? So we're talking about turn stock. This has potential commercial partnership as well. In my opinion, when you're talking about the licensing angle as well, right? As the stock has been getting some type of analyst upgrade as well. So next stock you gotta watch is Microvision. Microvision, this one actually did go down after my video, just being transparent. If you go to the Microvision stock, after I made the video, it did make a down move, because that's just the part of trading, right? Not every single idea is gonna go up. There's not a single person that does that, that every single idea goes up. There's gonna be ones that go down or don't work out, right? But I'm still thinking this is a very interesting setup. So if you look at this stock, right, potential Microvision, they have hardware, they have type of software for LiDAR and basically sensing. So even if you're just talking about just one or two single large design wins when you're talking about automotive LiDAR, or we're talking about AR, this type of sector has been really hot lately, and potential earnings catalyst as well, right? The solid future Q revenue, the guidance, this could create the stock to go higher. If you look at Microvision stock right now, it's right near $1. And go to the daily chart. This stock used to be well over, this used to be $28. $28 stock is trading at $1 right now. So this is pretty interesting. Next stock you gotta watch will be BBAI. So BBAI, this is a stock that I made many videos on, and it's making a really nice opportunity in my opinion. If you look at the chart, it made a really big cool down type of action. Go to BBAI chart, and you can see that the stock was trading at the highs of 1036. Right now it's at 565. It's right near that base level. You could check yourself. Go to the extended time frame. Go to the weekly chart, or you could even use the daily chart. And right now it's around that moving average. So this is something I'm gonna be watching. If it holds that 550 level, that would be nice. So going off of that, Plug. This is another one, same as BBAI. It's a really popular stock with a lot of company potential as well. We're not just talking about technicals here. We're talking about the company, the fundamental, as well as the catalyst, right? So when we're talking about Plug stock, this one again is entering really interesting levels. Plug, BBAI, this sector I don't think is gonna stop just because it's a sell-off. I don't think that these companies are gonna be done, right? So you want to look for potential opportunity for a swing potential, right? So there's only a few stocks left, like one or two. So next one, Tilray. So Tilray, this is the same situation as BBAI, same as Plug, where these type of stock have a lot of attention. There's a lot of people that are holding these stocks, and when the stock makes a drastic move down over several days, this could provide great opportunity, in my opinion, for a nice swing trade. So obviously you don't want to catch a falling knife, but at the same time you don't want to just think that the stock is going to fall to zero, right? Because these stocks, oftentimes, I'm telling you from experience, these type of stocks, they bounce, right? So Tilray was at 232. It's at 122 right now. And it's, again, same situation as the stocks I mentioned in this video. Plug, BBI. Go to the weekly chart, go to the daily chart, and you could check yourself. It's right at that bottom support level. So next one, last one for the video, GNS, Genius Group. So for this stock, I made many videos on it, and most of the time, I think like 90% of the time, you could check, it ended up working out great. Like my analysis on it, it was just spot on. You could check, I talked about this since 50 cents and went to almost $2. And then right now, this is the time it's not really making a move up, right? But if you look at the bigger picture, there's a big catalyst coming for the stock. And I have to admit, right, the price action is kind of frustrating, right? If you're holding GNS stock, I understand, you know, if it's like frustrating because the stock seems to just keep going, like getting heavy, just kind of going down, right? But I'm still holding on to the thesis, right? In my opinion, I think the stock could make a move higher, right? Considering the past price action. If you watch my previous video on GNS stock, or you know, over that $1 level, hopefully, right? So if you're holding GNS, let me know in the comments, guys, any analysis or what's your plan with it, right? Because the stock has been having frustrating price action lately, if I'm being 100% honest, right? Since September, it's been like that. I mean, not September, I mean, since August, this price action has been really choppy. So I know you guys asked, I had a few people ask for a longer video, that's why I tried to make it longer for you guys. So yeah, guys, Stock Catcher signing out, and I really wish you guys have a great week. We're just starting, guys. We have 3 days or 4 days. We have a lot of time left. Let's catch a nice banger, you know. All right, Stock Catcher signing out. Have a great